Coming up on this hour of Chris 6 Sunrise, the showdown in Austin continues as the Texas legislature will try one more time to reach a quorum.
Plus, a CCISD employee is on administrative leave this morning after being charged buying alcohol and giving alcohol to minors. We have the latest.
I'm Stephanie Molina in West Nueces County, where county leaders are updating the community on current projects and goals.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Chris 6 Sunrise. Thank you so much for waking up with the Hoffmans. I'm Michelle Hoffman.
And I'm Brian Hoffman, and it is Friday, ladies and gentlemen. So excited for this weekend. It flew by this week, but I'm still very, very relieved that it is Friday. And to help us celebrate it, Ms. Julia Quady joins us. Hey, how you doing, Julia?
Good morning.
Hey there, good morning, you guys. So yes, I can concur with that. I'm so happy it's Friday today. Not happy enough to maybe join you in a Friday dance. But
That's all right. I got enough moves for all of us.
You're doing it for all of us. So in terms of the forecast today, things are going to be changing up for us. We finally have that tropical moisture arriving here in the coastal bend. So that's going to drive towards our rain chances beginning later on today around midday, then carrying on into tomorrow on your Saturday as well. But focusing on those roadways, starting out thankfully on this Friday morning, got dry pavement right now. Those showers have not started just quite yet. So heading on Ocean Drive down to SPID and on Saratoga, all three of those roadways are moving well for you heading out the door this morning. Heading on over now to Flower Bluff, a little bit of a sticky situation throughout portions of Waldron Road, as you're going to see a bit of a mixture of medium and slow speeds there. But other than that, still looking at pretty decent driving conditions across most of the roadways here in Flower Bluff. And as you get a little bit closer towards the gate at NES Corpus Christi, you're also looking at a bit of a slower speed heading in that direction as well. But that's as per usual each and every morning for us here in the coastal bend. Now moving on over towards the JFK Causeway, going to and from the island, you're also looking at pretty smooth and easy driving conditions right now to get you started on your Friday morning commute. More details on that rain chances and how much shower activity we're expected to have here in the coastal bend thanks to the tropics in just a bit.
Sounds good, Julia. Thank you so much. And we'll get to your neighborhood news in just a bit. But first, the Texas legislature will try one last time to reach a quorum before calling quits on a special session. State Democrats are continuing their walkout over proposed congressional redistricting maps. At least 100 of the 150 lawmakers need to be present for the State House to conduct official business. Governor Greg Abbott has pledged to call one special session after another until Democrats return to the Capitol. The special session is also addressing disaster recovery funding, along with discussing new congressional maps.
Well, President Trump is in Alaska today for a high-stakes meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin. The quickly arranged summit will happen this afternoon over at Joint Base Elder Richardson in Anchorage. So it'll be followed by a joint press conference. The two leaders will discuss the war in Ukraine in an attempt to find a way to reach a ceasefire. Ukrainian leader Volodymyr Zelensky has been excluded from this meeting. Scripps News Group and Nathaniel Reed, he's going to join us at 6:12 with the very latest.
Back here in your neighborhood, the CCISD employee accused of hosting a party for high schoolers is on paid administrative leave. Misty Perez and her husband were charged with buying and giving alcohol to minors. The charges are connected to the August 2nd house party on Beauvais Drive. Witnesses say they threw the party at their home they're renting, and it was for the Veterans Memorial High School cheerleading squad and the squad's close friends. The party ended with 2 teenagers being shot. CCPD is still investigating.
So one of the victims from that shooting, John Michael Gomez Jr., continues his recovery, but his grandmother says that it's not going well. As we reported, the 19-year-old told us he was shot when 3 teens tried to rob him of a gold chain. He was shot 2 times. One bullet is actually still in his body. His grandmother tells us that her grandson is in a lot of pain, is having difficulty with everyday tasks. The other shooting victim, 16-year-old Jaden Lopez, was shot in the foot. Jaden is also out of the hospital. 16-year-old suspect in the shooting is charged with aggravated robbery and aggravated assault.
Now, CCISD has issued a statement about the August 2nd house party and what it called the continued posting of misinformation and harassment of students and staff, including some of those who are not at the party. The statement goes on to say that the district supports its schools, staff, and the Veterans Memorial Eagles cheerleading team, and the district says the team has been repeatedly targeted online. They ask the public to make sure that they're sharing factual information on social social media. The district also asked members of the public to refrain from spreading rumors on social media and in person.
Local leaders and the community came together for the Nueces County 2025 State of the County. County Judge Connie Scott, along with county commissioners, briefed the public on the challenges and successes they've had over the last year. Some of those topics included ongoing issues with the forensic audit and county tax rates. The county was also briefed on their reserve funding, which is typically set aside for unexpected costs. Scott says they usually have a minimum of $25 million in that funding, but right now they're sitting at 14. She says they plan to tackle this problem by selling property. Right now they have 3 in mind. The public was also briefed on other projects like the demolition of the historical courthouse. As county officials look ahead, they want you to know they're listening.
Hey there, good morning. Happy Friday. We made it to the midway point now of our work week, or it's midway, excuse me, the end, thankfully, of our work week here with the weekend around the corner. We're not trying to start all over. We're looking at right now our current conditions here in the coastal bend, starting off dry but humid, and we'll start to see that shower activity begin to come in later on around midday from those tropical downpours related to what's happening right now in the tropics. Again, to more of those nitty-gritty details on what we can expect from that in the next few moments. But right now, taking a look at what you can expect here in your neighborhood, waking up and starting your day on this Friday at the end of your work week here. Corpus Christi, we can see we're waking up to a temperature of 79 degrees, 78 over in Beeville, 85 degrees rather over in Rockport, 80 degrees right now waking up over in Alice, 77 over in Kingsville. All of us having a bit of a breezier start this morning. Wind speeds varying anywhere between 5, maybe up closer towards 15 miles an hour as they are here over in the Bluff and NAS Corpus Christi. Thankfully, all of us looking at pretty clear visibility to start us out on this Friday morning as well. Looking at our view from our Doppler radar, we can see a couple, maybe spotty showers here, just trickling ever so slightly with a few drizzles throughout the morning, but nothing truly happening just quite yet in terms of our rain event. That's going to be coming in around midday, 11 o'clock, and then carrying on over towards the early afternoon hours. That's when we can expect that rainfall activity related towards that tropical system making its way here into the coastal bend. But other than that, still looking at some sunshine coming in throughout the day in the mix between those showers that will pass on through and maybe potentially some thunderstorms. Temperatures, though, will kind of be at a bit of a cap today because of all this moisture and, again, rainfall activity that we're expecting to be in the forecast. We'll barely see our air temperatures make it into those lower 90s throughout most of our neighborhoods. Here in Corpus Christi, expecting an afternoon high temperature of 92 degrees. Again, it's still going to be humid. You can feel it already stepping outside your door this morning. It's going to continue as we head throughout the day today. But again, shower activity really starting to ramp up as we head towards around the midday and carrying on over towards the afternoon. All of it is related towards the system in this tropical wave we've been tracking for the past few days. Now looking at a bit of a 50% chance of formation over the next 2 to 7 days. But because how close it is towards the coast and to getting its way on towards land, we're not probably going to expect any true development from the system. Now it's just going to be a rainmaker ahead for us in the forecast, again, beginning around midday, then carrying on over into our weekend ahead for your Saturday as well. But that rainfall is not going to be a complete washout for your weekend. You can still make those weekend plans. Those showers are going to be a bit more spotty ahead for us on our Saturday. Still some thunderstorm activity possible, but mostly just towards the morning to early afternoon, then clearing up with more sunshine coming in thereafter. That's why we'll see a bit of a return of those mid-90s head for us on your Saturday. Then by the time you get to your Sunday, looking at more sunshine, temperatures gradually increasing with more heat and humidity going back towards those upper 90s next week.
Well, President Trump is expected to meet with Russian President Putin today. Scripps News Group's Nathaniel Reed joins us after the break with the details. Welcome back, everyone. 6:12 is your time on this Friday morning. Taking a live look from our studio cam, looking at downtown and the New Harbor Bridge. We're going to check in with meteorologist Julie Quady in just a bit to find out our weekend forecast. But first, we have some national news to get to. President Trump is in Alaska today for a high-stakes meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin. So the two leaders will discuss the war in Ukraine in an attempt to find a way to reach some type of ceasefire.
Now, to talk more about this, we bring in Scripps News Group Nathaniel Reed, who's in Washington. Good morning, Nathaniel. So can we actually expect a breakthrough in this meeting?
Hey, good morning, Hoffmans. Well, we do not know if a breakthrough is possible. The White House has been reducing expectations fairly steadily for the past several days, saying that this is going to be not much more than a listening exercise between President Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin. Again, not clear what can be reached, especially without the buy-in of the Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky, who was not invited to this summit in Alaska. President Trump already teasing forward to what he says is going to be a second summit, date TBD when Russian President Vladimir Zelensky will sit down with the Ukrainian president and possibly even some European leaders to try and reach some sort of agreement for this long, ongoing war in Ukraine. Take a listen.
I think it's going to be a good meeting, but the more important meeting will be the second meeting that we're having. We're going to have a meeting with President Putin, President Zelensky, myself, and maybe we'll bring some of the European leaders along, maybe not. I don't know that it's going to be very important. We're going to see what happens. And I think President Putin will make peace. I think President Zelensky will make peace. We'll see if they can get along. And if they can, it'll be great.
And again, President Trump wants to be the deal maker in chief, but not clear what deals are possible or what he's hoping to extract out of this meeting. Again, this is Putin's first time here in America on U.S. soil in nearly a decade. His first face-to-face meeting with President Trump during President Trump's second term. He only met once with President Joe Biden. Of course, he met several times with President Trump during his first term. But again, the White House has said that this is a listening exercise, not clear what is possible here. There are concerns, though, among some of our European allies and Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky that President Trump could agree to land swaps, giving up Ukrainian territory in exchange for a peace treaty for an end to the war. The Ukrainians have made clear that that is not acceptable to them. There's also concerns in Europe that President Trump could potentially give certain security guarantees to Vladimir Putin, saying that NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization troops cannot go into Eastern Europe, areas that Putin has his eyes on, areas that could be potential could have the potential, for Russian aggression. So again, 3 p.m. Eastern time, 11 a.m. Alaska time. That is when that summit is expected to kick off in Anchorage. Not yet clear, guys, what could come out of this first meeting.
But we'll definitely be paying attention. Thank you so much for your time today, Nate.
Always great seeing you, sir, and talking to you. Looking forward to talking again very soon. Have a great weekend.
Hey, good morning. Happy Friday. We made to the endway point of our work week here. Expecting some changes in our forecast beginning today and leading towards the first half of your weekend. We've been talking about it for a minute now. That tropical moisture expected to come to the coastal bend, giving us our rain chances beginning today and again heading towards your weekend. Right now, waking up this morning, that shower activity hasn't quite started just quite yet. Looking at Doppler radar behind me, you can see things are dry here for the most part across the coastal bend. A couple showers now pushing its way throughout some of our coastal waters, but again, across our land, we can see things are dry for us, starting us off on this Friday morning with shower activity to come as we approach around the midday hours today. But throughout the morning, going to see those temperatures increasing a little bit into those lower to mid 80s around 9 o'clock in the morning. Then rain shower activity potentially starting to make its way throughout coastal portions, our barrier islands on inland first, with those showers passing into the coastal bend. We'll see along with that, our temperatures will kind of struggle to really increase throughout the day, barely making it towards those mid 80s or to upper 80s around 10 and 11 o'clock this morning. And that's going to continue throughout the early parts of your afternoon too. Eventually maybe reaching an afternoon high temperature of 92 degrees here in Corpus Christi. So that moisture and humidity is still going to be at play. It's of course still related towards our rain chances ahead for us later on today. And we'll also expect some thunder showers and some heavy downpours related towards this tropical activity coming into the area. And we've been talking about it for the past few days, this area of low pressure that's made its way originally from the northwestern Caribbean, made its way to the southwestern Gulf, now knocking out our door with a 50% chance of development over the next 2 to 5 days. But because of how close it is towards northern Mexico, really deep South Texas, and reaching us here in the coastal bend over the next few hours, we're not going to expect any development from the system at this point. Just truly just going to be our rainmaker, and we'll be expecting again some pretty heavy downpours and maybe some thunderstorm activity related to this system passing on through. So right around 10, 11 o'clock, we'll start to see for our barrier islands and more coastal neighborhoods in the coastal bend seeing some shower activity around that time frame. The same line of shower activity is going to continue to push its way further up north into inland neighborhoods as well throughout the early afternoon. Then we'll see a bit of a break maybe for some neighborhoods, especially coastal neighborhoods, maybe from that shower activity at least throughout parts of the afternoon before a couple stray showers. Isolated showers will continue later on the day and heading towards the overnight into the early morning hours of your Saturday as well. So these showers are going to be a bit spotty throughout portions of the day later on, heading towards tonight into the overnight on your Saturday. And again, still expecting some shower activity throughout parts of your Saturday, but looking at more sunshine and warmer temperatures ahead for us as our rain event begins to wrap up at that point, and things will start to dry on out for the early part of next week as well, returning back to that moisture and humidity, and our temperatures going back towards those upper 90s. So today truly being our break from that intense oppressive heat that we had all throughout the majority of this past week. So again, tropical downpours, lower temperatures today and throughout the start of your weekend on your Saturday before we warm back up next week.
Well, thank you so much, Julia. It's coming up on Sunrise. I have a look at those cheapest gas prices all around the coastal bend to make your dollar and your tank go a little further. Welcome back, folks. Well, it is Friday, and that might mean some road trips are coming up, and you need to fill up the tank. But where to find that cheapest gallon of gas? Don't worry, folks. I got you covered. Taking a look both here in town and nationally. So let's start with the national average. According to Gas Buddy, we're looking at $3.16. That, unfortunately, is up by about 7 cents since Monday. As for Texas, we also went up there, too. It's $2.78 as the average. That's up by a whopping 12 cents since Monday. So here in Corpus Christi, cheapest price is $2.52. That's at two different locations, both the H-E-B and the Walmart on Flower Bluff. Those are the cheapest I've found in town anyway. As for our Portland friends, well, your cheapest is at $2.52. That's at the Murphy USA right there next to the Walmart. And for our island friends, looks like your cheapest is $2.62. That's going to be on the Exxon on South Allister Street over in Port A. As always, if you can find cheaper prices than these guys, definitely worth stopping and filling up while you can.
All right, taking a live look outside from our first Community Bank Skycam atop the USS Lexington. We can see traffic flows pretty easy and going, and right now and smooth, heading from both north and southbound on the new Harbor Bridge, heading northbound, of course, towards North Beach on the old Harbor Bridge. Also looking at pretty easy driving conditions for a dry start here on our Friday morning. Of course, we have to anticipate that shower activity will be coming in later on today. But folks, on that traffic flow, let's go ahead and take a look at our traffic flow map so we can expect on other roadways for your Friday morning commute. All clear on Ocean Drive down to SPID and on Saratoga for the most part here. Moving on over towards Flower Bluff. Got some improvement now happening throughout portions of Waldron Road. Now looking at only a bit of a median speed on that roadway rather than having that mixture that we saw over the past 15 minutes or so of that medium and slow speed. And pretty much all clear heading on Flower Bluff Drive. Just a little bit of a median speed when you leave and approach the gate at NAS Corpus Christi, which is the norm here for us each and every morning. Then heading to the JFK Causeway, going to and from the island, you can also look at pretty easy driving conditions heading out your door. That's it for Traport. More details in your forecast coming up.
I'm John Matarese. Did you know that every time you tap, insert, or swipe your credit card, that's costing money? Well, we found some ways to avoid those ever-rising credit card swipe fees that you should know about.
Now, weather on the 6s.
Alrighty, good morning, happy Friday. Welcome back. Taking a live look outside now from our Stupy Spear Skycam, sponsored by CCAC. A couple passing clouds right now in our morning skies here. Things are dry, nothing falling out of those clouds just quite yet. We're expecting our shower activity to begin later on around midday, thanks to that tropical moisture that we've been talking about for the past 2 days or so, finally arriving here in the coastal bend later on, again around midday, heading towards the early afternoon. And that's going to cause some pretty heavy downpours, maybe some thunderstorm activity as well today and ahead for us tomorrow on your Saturday as well. But let's go ahead and get into what else you can expect your forecast today here at a glance. Also related towards that tropical moisture that's going to give us our rain chances today. That's also going to lead towards a bit of a drop in our temperatures by this afternoon. We're going to see that we'll have a bit of a break from that heat that we've been dealing with here in the coastal bend, reaching at least towards those upper 90s, flirting with those triple digits. Not going to be the case for us today. Have a bit of a break ahead for us, barely making it towards those lower 90s for our afternoon high temperatures later on today. And again, that tropical moisture finally arriving, that's going to trigger that shower activity and those thunderstorms that are going to begin today and then increase a bit throughout the afternoon and then continue on over into your Saturday as well. Also along with that, we'll see a bit of a faster wind speed coming in, more gustier conditions ahead for us today and tomorrow, having wind speeds clocking nearby 10 to 20 miles an hour, wind gusts going upwards nearby 25 miles an hour by this afternoon. Taking a look at our planner today, again looking at more cloud cover throughout the morning. That's going to increase, of course, with that shower activity beginning around midday. And again, we'll see our temperatures kind of struggle struggle to get out of those upper 80s, eventually reaching those lower 90s around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock this afternoon. But again, we'll have a lot of humidity in store that you can already feel as soon as you head out your door this morning. That's going to continue with that shower activity that's going to ramp up later on this morning. So taking a look around the 11 o'clock hour here on Future Tracker, we can see those couple passing showers just begin to reach us here for coastal portions of the coastal bend here, and it's going to continue to wrap its way around throughout more inland and northern neighborhoods throughout the early afternoon hours around 1 o'clock. Have a bit of a break in terms of our shower activity around the 3 or 4 o'clock hour. A couple spotty showers that will continue to pop on in here and there and maybe increase a little bit more heading towards the overnight to the early morning hours on your Saturday. So by that point, again, shower activity is going to continue ahead for you on your Saturday as well. All this is going to be tied towards that tropical moisture we've been talking about for the past few days. Still having a bit of a 50% chance of development over the next 2 to 7 days, but because of how close it is towards making landfall, so to speak, at this point, it's just going to be really just a rainmaker for us here in the coastal bend. No true concerns for us in terms of impacts other than heavy downpours, maybe a bit of a marginal risk for excessive rainfall for us today throughout most of the coastal bend. Looking ahead towards tomorrow, bit of a better chance for more northern neighborhoods to have better impacts on that for you on your Saturday, and then head for your Sunday. Nothing to be expected at that point because things should be wrapping up late on your Saturday. So we'll be looking at a return of drier conditions coming back towards the second half of your weekend on your Sunday. But another impact to take note of is that we could see a bit of some rough surf, rip current also being a bit of an issue beginning today that's going to carry on over towards your weekend. So even when things start to dry up ahead for you on your Saturday and on your Sunday, just make sure you're being careful if you have any beach plans, and just make sure you're aware of what that rip current situation looks like for you on those particular days, and just exercise some caution there. So again, too, we'll look at a bit of a cool down our temperatures into those lower 90s, warm back up with more sunshine coming back to the mix next week with more heat and humidity.
Julia, thank you so much. So if you need something to do this weekend, you're in luck, because coming up on Sunrise, we have a look at what's going on around town in this week's Coastal Bend weekend.
Now, say hello to your neighbors. This is your Chris 6 News Sunrise Shoutouts.
Hello, Chris 6 Sunrise team. We're Gregory Portland Wildcats, and we want to wish our neighbors across the Coastal Bend a great morning and a great day.
Oh, we love seeing the Wildcat cheerleading team, and we just talked about it. They started school yesterday.
Yeah.
But today's Friday for them, so they get to enjoy the weekend.
What a fantastic first week, right?
Yeah, so we hope you guys have a wonderful weekend and a good morning too, of course. And folks, if you want to send us your own shout out video, all you have to do is scan the QR code on your screen or go to our website, christv.com.
Now, the local events and fun things to do. It's Coastal Bend Weekend with the Hoffmans.
It's time to take advantage of your Coastal Bend weekend and shake up that weekend routine.
That's right. Try something new or stick with your favorite flavor. Around here, you don't have to choose.
Let's start on North Padre Island, where Brewster Street Ice House just opened their third location, and this one comes with a waterfront view.
You can expect all the classics, including the award-winning chicken fried steak, fresh-caught seafood, street tacos, and Texas-sized salads that don't mess around.
The new location also features a Brewster's Playground for the kids. Meanwhile, adults can sip a drink, catch the sunset, and enjoy live entertainment.
Every Brewster Street spot comes with a stacked lineup of live music, too. Check out the schedule on our website.
From sunsets to stars, this Coastal Bend weekend is looking bright. In Robstown, the Cotton Branch Farm Under the Stars Market lights up Saturday night from 6 to 10.
Enjoy the evening under the Texas sky with local vendors, food trucks, and live music. You'll find it at 3972 County Road 44.
Y'all come out and see us.
Looking to add a little color to your weekend? Well, Rockport's first ever Mural Fest is wrapping up, but you still have 2 chances to catch the art and meet the artist.
Today at the Rock Bottom Park and Pub from 4 to 7 p.m. or tomorrow morning from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. over at the Daily Grind.
And if you're ready to grind for a good cause, head to CrossFit Cohen this Saturday for the Purple Heart Hero Workout honoring Coastal Bend local and Army veteran Amador Duran.
Don't worry if you're not a CrossFit pro. No experience needed, and you can move at your own pace. The workout begins at 9:30 a.m.
And yes, you can treat yourself after. Nacho's Authentic Mexican Food and Catering will be serving up some post-workout rewards.
And if your style of fitness comes with a little dancing and a lot of fun, CC Fit Fest is happening Saturday at the Bus.
This free family-friendly wellness party runs from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. with pop-up classes, live DJs, and positive vibes for all ages.
And there are a lot of other different events happening all around the Coastal Bend that we just didn't have time for. For more on that, head to our website, KrisTV.com.
And of course, folks, if you want to see your event featured on Coastal Bend Weekend, make sure you send us a message.
Hey there, good morning, happy Friday. We made it to the end of our work week with the weekend right around the corner. So now at this point, looking at a bit of a change coming in our forecast. We've been talking about it for the past few days. Tropical moisture finally arriving for us here in the Coastal Bend. That's going to add towards our rain chances and hopefully some beneficial rainfall beginning today and extending towards at least the first half of your weekend on your Saturday. Looking at our planner for today, going to see that cloud cover coming in throughout the morning, of course, leading towards our showers that will start to begin around 10, 11 o'clock this morning. Temperatures kind of struggling to get out of those upper 80s throughout most of our midday, heading to the early afternoon hours as well. We'll see a bit of a pause, a bit of an intermission, so to speak, with our rainfall activity kind of stopping a little bit towards the 3 and 4 o'clock hour, but other neighborhoods will still see some rainfall throughout the day today. And again, just mostly starting and ramping up and packing a punch more so during the midday hours, early afternoon, calming down a bit, still a bit active for at least northern and inland neighborhoods early in the evening. All of us have a bit of a brief pause heading towards the overnight before those showers will start to pick up, heading towards the overnight early morning hours on your Saturday and carrying on over throughout portions of the afternoon as well. Rainfall will start to wrap up though towards the second half of your Saturday, and we'll see some more sunshine coming in. Bit of a brief reprieve, so to speak, in terms of our temperatures dropping a little bit lower into those 90s before increasing back up to those upper 90s next week.
From Chris 6, this is 20 minutes of non-stop news.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you so much for joining us for our 20 minutes of nonstop news with the Hoffmans. I'm Brian Hoffman.
And I'm Michelle Hoffman. We'll check in with meteorologist Julia Quady in just a bit. But first, here's your neighborhood check-in.
Local leaders and the community came together for the Nueces County 2025 State of the County. County Judge Connie Scott, along with county commissioners, briefed the public on the challenges and successes they've had over the last year. Some of those topics included ongoing issues with the forensic audit and county tax rates. The county was also briefed on their reserve funding, which is typically set aside for unexpected costs. Scott says they usually have a minimum of $25 million in that funding, but right now they're sitting at 14. She says they plan to tackle this problem by selling property. Right now they have 3 in mind. The public was also briefed on other projects like the demolition of the historical courthouse. As county officials look ahead, they want you to know they're listening.
I'm Melissa Trevino, your neighborhood news reporter in Agua Dulce. The first day of school is just days away, but just like school districts across the country, they're struggling to find bus drivers. Agua Dulce ISD is a tiny school district in Texas, and it has 420 students, but only 5 bus drivers. The real crunch comes when kids need rides to sports or other activities. In small, Agua Dulce wants to give their students the same opportunities as bigger schools, says Superintendent Jimmy Pereira. He points out that they're competing with some heavy hitters for people with commercial driver's license. So if you have a CDL, they want to hear from you. The district says they'll do whatever it takes to make sure kids get where they need to go safely.
Alrighty, good morning. Now taking a live look outside from our Skycam over top SPID, because those roadways are starting to get a little bit more busy as folks get their Friday morning started. But even still, looking at pretty easy driving conditions. No heavy traffic flow, even though you may be seeing more of your neighbors right now heading in both directions at the moment on SPID. Taking a quick look on our skies right now, we can see a little bit more cloud cover coming in this morning. Of course, we've been talking about it forecast-wise. Going to be seeing some shower activity later on this morning, heading towards this afternoon. But focusing on that traffic flow, let's go ahead and take a look at at those maps, see what you can expect on other roadways throughout the area. Heading on the JFK Causeway, going to and from the island, looking at pretty easy driving conditions. Moving on over towards Flower Bluff, bit of a mixed bag happening throughout portions of Walser Road, heading in both directions, so you may want to be prepared for that. Mostly clear heading to and from both directions there on Flower Bluff Drive. Moving on over quickly, heading towards downtown. Got a little bit of a mixture of medium speed that you may see throughout portions of Ocean Drive. Other than that, all clear driving conditions happening on SPID and on Saratoga for this Friday morning. That's it for your traffic report. With details and forecast coming up.
Now, 6 things to know before you go.
So the Texas legislature will try one last time to reach a quorum before calling it quits on a special session. State Democrats are continuing their walkout over proposed congressional redistricting and gerrymandering maps. At least 100 of the 150 lawmakers needs to be present for the state house to conduct official business and reach a quorum. Governor Greg Abbott has pledged to call it one special session after another with the same things on the agenda until Democrats return to the Capitol. The special session is also addressing disaster recovery funding, along with discussing, of course, that new congressional map.
California Democrats are expected to unveil their own set of redrawn congressional maps today. Governor Gavin Newsom plans to call a special election on November 4th to ask voters to approve the new maps that would give Democrats a 5-seat advantage. Lawmakers are also asking for the power to redraw maps for the next 3 elections without voter approval, but only if Texas or other states redraw their maps during the decade rather than when new census data is released.
So President Trump is in Alaska today for a high-stakes meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin. The quickly arranged summit will happen this afternoon over at Joint Base Richardson in Anchorage. It will be followed by a joint press conference as well. The two leaders will discuss the war in Ukraine in an attempt to find a way to reach a ceasefire. However, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has been excluded from the meeting.
Here in your neighborhood, the CCISD employee accused of hosting a party for high schoolers is on paid administrative leave. Misty Perez and her husband were charged with buying and giving alcohol to minors. The charges are connected to the August 2nd house party on Beauvais Drive, and witnesses say they threw the party at their home they were renting. It was for the Veterans Memorial High School cheerleading squad and the squad's close friends. The party ended with 2 teenagers being shot. CCPD is still investigating.
Well, the Corpus Christi Municipal Court is hosting community court over at the library this weekend. It'll take place Saturday from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. over the Dr. Garza Library. You can speak with a judge to address any tickets, violations, request defensive driving, set up payment plans, and, of course, resolve any active warrants. The Garcia Public Library is located at 5930 Brockhampton Street.
And our listening sessions are coming to a neighborhood near you. Next week, neighborhood news reporter Alexis Scott will be hosting a listening session for downtown North Beach and the Bay Area. It will be Wednesday from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Arts Center of Corpus Christi. Alexis is looking forward to hearing what's most important to you so we can cover those stories for you.
Hey there, good morning and happy Friday. We made it to the last day of the work week with the weekend right around the corner here. And with that, we're looking at a couple changes coming in the forecast beginning today and then leading into tomorrow. We've been kind of talking about it here and there for the past few days. That tropical moisture that's set to arrive in the coastal bend, giving us some heavy downpours and potentially some thunderstorm activity ahead for us beginning by around midday, heading towards this afternoon. But right now, waking up this morning on this Friday, things are going to start off dry as we see right now, looking at our Skycam, Pure Skycam specifically, sponsored by CCAC. Looking at that mix of that sunrise coming in with a little bit more cloud cover than we've been used to seeing so far throughout the majority of this week. Again, that's going to be all tied towards that moisture and specifically that tropical moisture that's going to eventually lead towards our rain chances coming in later on today. Taking a look at our planner, we can see when we expect that rain shower activity to begin around 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock this morning. That's going to continue throughout the early portions of our afternoon, mostly impacting first our coastal neighborhoods, then pushing its way further inland thereafter. We'll see our temperatures kind of struggle to really break out of those upper 80s, eventually reaching into those lower 90s maybe later on this afternoon. So a bit of a brief break, so to speak, in terms of our temperatures, not reaching quite as high as we saw them to do yesterday or the day before that, getting into those upper 90s, flirting a little bit with those triple digits. That's not going to be the case of us today because of what's going on with our rain activity coming in right around that time frame, around 11 o'clock, again, beginning for coastal neighborhoods first, then pushing its way further inland thereafter, heading towards around 12 o'clock, a little bit after lunchtime. time at 1 as well for portions of B County, as well as Live Oaks, Jim Wells, and portions of Falfurrias as well, seeing some of that rain shower activity coming in. Heavy downpours again will be possible. Thunderstorm activity is expected as well. Bit of a pause around 3 or 4 o'clock this afternoon with a couple more passing showers that will kind of be a little more stray or isolated in nature heading into the overnight and early tomorrow morning on your Saturday. All this again is tied towards that tropical wave we've been talking about that's been expected to make its way here in the coastal bend after it made its venture nearby the northwestern Caribbean Sea, pushing its way into the southwestern Gulf. Now here for us in the coastal bend, knocking on our door with a 50% chance of development over the next 2 to 5 days. But again, development is very unlikely in the sense of it giving us any impacts other than heavy rainfall that we're going to begin to see today, and maybe poor rip currents and poor beach conditions ahead for us throughout potentially the majority of the weekend. But looking at our excessive rainfall outlook for us today, have that marginal risk in store for us throughout most of the coastal bend. That's that level 1 out of 4, again, expected because of those heavy downpours and maybe heavy and strong thunderstorms that may be possible periodically throughout the day today. That's going to continue throughout northern portions of coastal bend tomorrow and our Saturday before all that clears out with no rainfall activity really expected on our Sunday. Take a look at our rainfall estimates as well. We can see that we're not expecting anything too great, especially for inland portions of coastal bend in terms of total rainfall accumulations from this rain event. Maybe looking at maybe close to ½ an inch, hopefully, but areas that are along the coast looking at a better chance of maybe accumulating maybe close to 1 inch of rainfall from those heavier downpours that are going to start, of course, for areas nearby the coast before they push their way further inland later on this afternoon. Take a look at our 7-day forecast. Again, a bit of a break with our temperatures today falling into those lower to mid 90s. Then we'll quickly start to ramp up back with that heat coming in towards those upper 90s next week.
Julia, thank you so much. Credit card processing fees cost Americans millions of dollars each year and hurt small businesses. Scripps News Group consumer reporter John Matarese has a look at steps you can take to minimize the impact on your wallet.
Every time you tap, swipe, or insert your credit card, that's costing both you and the business you're buying from some money. But we found ways that some people are able to avoid those ever-rising credit card swipe fees.
A visit to Herb and Thelma's Tavern is a trip back in time. They've been serving up cold beer and hot burgers for 80 years and not taking credit cards.
You want tomato?
Owner Joe Fessler, still using an old-fashioned cash register, says he couldn't keep his burgers at just $7 if he had to pay card fees.
Somebody will come in and buy a Coke and then give you a credit card. Yeah. Well, you might as well give it to them for free, because after you pay all the fees and everything, you pretty much lose money.
Credit card companies charge retailers around 2 to 3% of each credit card transaction. Doug Cantor with the National Association of Convenience Stores says these fees hurt small businesses the most.
Either retailers give up all their profits and go out of business, or they have to calculate all these fees into the prices they charge consumers.
But Cantor has tips that can help consumers and retailers. Pay with cash and take advantage of any discounts retailers offer for paying with cash.
Or if they have an extra charge for credit, there again, you can use cash, and that helps you. It helps the local business.
Negotiate with your credit card company and contact your member of Congress to help pass a law to bring more competition among payment networks. Tavern owner Joe Fessler says he's not ready to move to Apple Pay and card tapping.
Something's going right here. People keep coming back, so why reinvent the wheel?
And diners like Ralph Kelly are fine with it.
I love it that he keeps the burger price down. And he keeps the burgers good, too.
That way you don't waste your money. John Matarese, Scripps News Group.
Now, your Chris 6 Kitchen Cops Report.
Well, folks, if you're looking to go out and get your own burger, maybe a taco here in Corpus Christi, you got to check out this week's Kitchen Cops Report with Andy Lascano. First, he shares the scores from the City County Health District inspectors, for the week of August 4th through the 8th.
Among this week's perfect scores, B&J's Pizza and Subs on SPID, Carino's in La Palmeramon, Edible Arrangements on South Staples, HJ Smoothies Creamery in La Palmera Mall, El Nuevo Chaparral on South Port, Happy Tea on South Staples, Vic's Famous Hamburgers on Saratoga, The Main Kitchen at Whataburger Field, Cora's Cafe on Prescott. It's near the corner of Prescott and Galahar. It's not quite open for business yet. That'll happen later this year once renovation is complete. But for 2 years now in this place, Stephanie Osborne says she and her husband have been providing meals to the Corpus Christi adult daycare. Baked chicken, rice, salad, and fruit. But their plans for Cora's Cafe include breakfast, lunch, and...
I really want to do something like at night for the community, for the kids. Yeah.
Like what? Like a game room?
No, I don't want to do game room. I want somewhere where the kids can come, like after school or something they can do.
Stephanie Osborne also says her menudo and barbecue will be worth the trip. Congratulations to Cora's for earning their first 100 from inspectors and a sticker from the Kitchen Cops. Have a couple of entries on this week's beat list. Taqueria Jalisco number 4 on Everhart, 10 violations, score of 82. Taqueria Mi Casita on Ayers, 10 violations, score of 81. To see the complete list of scores and locations, just go to our website, christv.com.
Hi, folks. Time for our favorite segment, right? Chris 6 News has teamed up with Gulf Coast Humane Society for the Clear the Shelter initiative.
And that means all this week we have featured some of the pets that you can bring home. And this morning we want you to meet Woody. Woody is a 2-year-old male Labrador mix. This sweet boy loves to run around and play, and it might take some time for Woody to get used to you. But once you do, he will show you just how sweet of a boy he can be. Woody's adoption fee is waived, so make sure you go visit Woody today at the Gulf Coast Humane Society.
Won't you be the Buzz Lightyear to that Woody? On to something trending now. Someone in Oregon is proving it's never too late to return a library book. A library in San Antonio received this book, Your Child, His Family, and Friends, and a letter from someone in Oregon earlier on this summer. Get this, the book was checked out July of 1943, which means it is 82 years overdue. In the letter, the sender says that they found the book while going through their late father's belongings. Thankfully for the sender, the library does not charge late fees. The book is currently on display at the library and will eventually be sold. Just imagine how much you would rack up, right? Let's just say, on average, you look at it, a $10 late fee, because this was from like the 1940s, right? That is crazy. It's almost a $1,000 late fee.
Must have been a good book. Or you just forgot.
Yeah.
It could be a mixture of both. Yeah. That's a good book, and then eventually, if everyone in the family forgot about it.
I can't believe it got returned, too. I mean, going through old belongings and whatnot, a lot of us just either donate stuff or, chuck it. But they actually return the book.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's cool that's on display, though, too. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, well, if it would have been on display here in Corpus, it would definitely need some covering from this weekend or from today, right?
For today and the weekend, you're right on both those fronts. We're expecting that tropical moisture we've been talking about coming into the coastal bend today for the past few days or so now, and now it's finally here. Not quite here just quite yet, though. Here as in it's going to arrive today. Right now, waking up though on this Friday, conditions are still pretty dry for us. You can see right now, taking a look at our Snoopy Sphere Sky Cam sponsored by CCAC, a little bit more cloud cover in our skies compared to yesterday, just anticipation of that moisture building up. Right now, I'm forming that cloud cover. Nothing falling out of those clouds just quite yet in terms of rainfall, but it is expected later on this morning and heading towards this afternoon. That's when we can expect that shower activity to begin to ramp up and start to spread its way across the coastal bend around that time frame. But let's go ahead and get into what else you can expect your forecast today at a glance here. Again, looking at a bit of a drop in our temperatures, and also in relation towards that tropical moisture and the shower activity that we expect to come into the area, because as it's coming in around the early morning to heading into the afternoon hours, that's around the time frame that we see those warmer temperatures. So things will barely be making it into those lower 90s by this afternoon. Also, again, like I mentioned, tropical moisture, so shower activity, thunderstorms will be coming into the mix today and tomorrow. And also we'll be seeing a bit of a faster wind speeds coming in by this morning and heading towards this afternoon as well, clocking nearby 20 miles an hour, wind gusts nearby 25 miles an hour by this afternoon too. Right now, let's go ahead and see what that all means for your dog walking forecast. First, introducing our star for today, we got Teddy here. Teddy will want to make that dog walk happen again sooner rather than later. This time, that's not related to heat like we've been worrying about for the past few days this week. Now, we're just talking about avoiding that shower activity and maybe those heavy downpours and thunderstorms that will come on into the area. So right around 10, 11 o'clock, that's that time frame, especially for coastal neighborhoods, when we'll start to see that shower activity begin to push its way throughout those areas here in the coastal bend. So again, you want to get that dog walk done early. It's still going to be humid, still going to be muggy, but those temperatures will be a bit more comfortable compared to the past few days here, where we're not going to be making it into those triple digits by this afternoon. Only looking at a high temperature of 92 degrees here in Corpus Christi. Again, still muggy out there, but because of that moisture. But in terms of our shower activity, that's what's going to be tied to that. And we can see that beginning to ramp up around lunchtime, expecting anywhere between isolated to scattered showers and thunderstorms possible throughout the day. Then we'll start to see our rain chances begin to decrease a bit, heading towards our evening to nighttime hours before they increase yet again, heading into the overnight to early on your Saturday morning. And again, all this is tied towards that tropical wave we've been monitoring since it was making its venture nearby the northwestern Caribbean, then making its way towards the southwestern Gulf. Now it's here knocking at our door with a 50% chance of formation over the next 2 to 5 days. It could become a tropical depression before it makes its way here to the coastal bend, but regardless of its development, it really won't make a difference in terms of impacts for us here in the coastal bend. Still expecting tropical downpours today and tomorrow, and another impact could just potentially be a bit of a worsening of our beach conditions. So even after things dry up in terms of our rainfall late on your Saturday, continuing into your Sunday, if you have beach plans, just make sure you're extra cautious and careful for rip currents.
Yes, good to know, Julia. Thank you so much. And folks, thank you so much for joining us this morning for Chris 6 Sunrise. We hope you guys have a great weekend, and we will see you again on Monday.
Have a good one.